What is going on, peeps? We're back with another episode here. This one is not fly tying. I just picked up a cool little toy. Oh gosh, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago now. About a week and a half ago. I needed a little boat for here in Wisconsin. So I wanted to get something smaller, something I could put on the river and get into the small lakes and stuff like that around the area. So I found something on Marketplace for a pretty good deal. I got the boat motor trailer all put together, $500. Now the motor needed a little bit of work, because it hasn't been running in a while. So we ended up doing water pump, cleaning the carb out, and then there was a nice little mouse nest in it that chewed some of the wires. So we ended up having to have those spliced. But all said and done, I took it out a couple times. I took it out yesterday and then for a little bit today. Everything's running great. And I'm super excited to get on some fish this year. But what I'm also going to have it double as is a duck boat. So I have a video that'll be coming up over the next couple of months that's going to show you how I plan on doing my duck blind setup on this particular boat. Should be a super cool build. I'm super excited to do it. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy it as well. Just one of the ideas that I've had. Like I said, I do a lot of duck hunting, ducks, geese, that kind of stuff. So wanted to get something set up. I'm tired of only being able to walk into places, that kind of thing. So got this boat super cheap, and I got it pretty rigged up though. I'm gonna drop a couple pictures here. This is what the boat looked like when I bought it. Now, if you know anything about me, I am a little bit OCD when it comes to boats and stuff like that, as far as like outdoors hunting, fishing. I like things to be super set up and super convenient just because it makes your life a whole lot easier. So now that you've seen the before pictures, let's go take a look at what it looks like now. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, so here she is. Like I said, I got her pretty rigged up. We can start up front here. I had these, I put these lights on just so that way, if I'm throwing decoys or long lines or whatever, in the morning, I got some light I can be able to see. I just put some thread locker on the bolts, drilled some holes, put some thread locker on the bolts underneath, so that way I can kind of move them around a little bit. Give us some light, when it's a little bit darker out. I did install this little anchor pulley system. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it works super cool, and it's cheap. I think this was like $10. Other thing that I added were the directional lights, and I did them in the rope lighting and LED, so they are super bright. And I had everything all wired up. You can see on the inside here, I drilled a couple holes. I drilled a hole up inside here. That way I can run the wires all the way back to the back of the boat, and then threw on just a little 12-pound mushroom style anchor. And then of course a boat would not be complete without rod holders, right? So I installed these super easy. I got all this, or most of the stuff, on Amazon. The seats and the trolling motor and the fish finder I did get at Fleet Farm on sale, and I'll leave a link to all the stuff down below if you ever want to check it out. But I got these seats all on swivels, and they are the clamp style. So if I need to slide them around or move them around whatever I can. Of course, nice little net. This is, it was a project. So the way I rigged this all up is all the lines running through the side rail here, coming back to my switch box. Ordered this on Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks, 20 bucks, something like that. Super cheap. Cool thing about it, let's get her plugged in here. So the way I wired it all is I wired it to just throw on this little alligator clip, and then that turns everything on. So I got a switch for the front headlights, I'll call them, a switch for the directional lights, as well as the rear light here. Just a little flip up one. I gotta figure something out with this because I don't like how it doesn't get as tight as I want to. Like, this is pretty freaking tight right now, and it's still kind of, I don't know, it's a weird design, but I got it on Amazon super cheap. So also installed the bilge pump. Why? Because I can. Bilge pump I got at Walmart. It's 800 gallon per hour. And then the tube kit that I actually rigged up to the outside here. Just, you never know. I mean, you never know when you might start taking on water. I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully we don't. I did have to have a gas line made for this one. It did not come with it originally, so I did have a gas line made. It is a 1984 Mercury 9.8. I had it out on the water, me and my buddy, so 2 people on the boat. We pushed it about 12. I gotta figure something out. I don't know if I can get a different pitch to this prop. I'm pretty sure this is a 9-inch pitch, standard or OEM. If you guys know, please leave a comment down below if you know if I can get maybe a 10-inch pitch and just get a little bit faster. But this is how I rigged everything up. So I got the front lights, the directional lights. This one, I saved this switch. There's one thing I got to add is I'm going to do the rope lighting on the interior for some interior lights while we're, like I said, we're out, you know, getting guns set up, getting decoys set up, getting all that stuff set up. I want to have some interior lights, that way I can see what I'm doing. One thing I really loved about this switch box is it actually has a center thing here where it's got a speed charger and a USB, but then it's also got a voltmeter. So you just click this little button, it's telling you how many volts we're pulling off the battery, and we're at 12.7 right now, which is super cool. You can actually keep track of your voltage and see, you know, how much you're using, how much you're not using, that kind of thing. I did love that about this, so that's why I ended up picking up this one. I got this one on Amazon. Of course, the marine battery, that one I got from Fleet Farm. The switch here, bilge pump, works great. Everything works as it should. And I got a couple extra switches, which I don't know what I want to throw on yet. I was thinking about maybe a horn, because in certain federal waters here, you have to have some sort of signaling sound that's louder than a yell. So we'll see. I did hook up I did put a transom saver on here, just so it's, you know, the motor's not bouncing up and down on the transom here. And if you can't tell, I did beef the transom up a bit here. I ended up getting 2 pieces of 1/4-inch aluminum and drilling holes and bolting these up, because the backside, it had a piece of wood that was super corroded and rotten and all that. It was falling apart. So I got a couple pieces of aluminum, and then I think it's like 20 gauge tin or steel, I don't know what it is, but anyway, something to bend over the top, just to strengthen everything up back here. And I mean, this thing is solid now. Like, it'll never move. You'll never have to redo that ever again in your life. The other thing that I added was the 30-pound truss Minn Kota Endura. I ended up getting this on sale. And I believe the sale's still going on at Fleet Farm. Now, I can't remember the original price, but I paid $100 for this thing. It pushes me around just fine. You know, if I need to move, you know, 20, 30 feet, whatever, I just pop this guy down and motor around. It's got 5 forward gears, or forward speeds, and 3 reverse speeds. So super awesome little setup here. Got that mounted. And then to top it all off, we're gonna go with the Lowrance Hook 4X, Hook 2, I believe, Hook 2, I think. Because, you know, no boat is complete without a fish finder. Now, I did get this one on sale also. I was looking at the regular one, and it was $90 for the regular just fish plotter, or fish sonar, and this one was $115, and it added GPS. I mean, for $25, I'm gonna go ahead and buy the GPS version. It's kind of a no-brainer. And then I got it on the Ram swivel mount, so you can, you know, loosen this up here and kind of move it all around. Super nice. Trying to think, what else did I do with this boat so far? That's pretty much it. But kind of a cool little thing I've been doing, you know, like I said, I did a lot to this boat. Getting it set up just the way I like it. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, why didn't you just buy a boat that was all set up? I don't know. I'm a little particular on how I like things set up, and I figured if I'm gonna do it, I'll buy a bare bones boat and I'll set it up how I like it. Like I said, the other thing that we're gonna add on to this this fall, or coming up soon anyway, is start building the blind for this setup. It should be super easy. I got some ideas in mind, so it should be fairly simple. The other thing that I want to figure out, and you guys let me know if you've run into anything like this, but I'm gonna need to rig up some kind of a platform here, so the dog can sit on. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe take some OSB or some treated OSB or some treated wood or whatever, and kind of make a little platform here, so that way the blind's gonna come up to, you know, about this section here, and the dog's gonna be able to sit up here, you know, and I'll have the blind draped over him a little bit. But I got to figure something out. If you guys have ever done anything like this, let me know. Let me know what you rigged up for yours. I gotta figure something out. A little anchor keeper here so the anchor doesn't roll all over the place. But anyways, if you guys have done this before, let me know, like, some kind of a cool setup that you had for a deck or platform up front. I thought about doing a platform all the way back, but then it's gonna I'm gonna lose a little bit of space. I would love to have a casting deck on this, you know, so I can sit up front, but it's a little bit tippy, so I'd probably never use a casting deck anyway. Oh, the other thing I did rig up was a new winch on this, and then a new bumper here. The way the guy had it set up before was a little goofy. You know, it was just like a V. This bracket was bent in like a V, and it had like some tape over it and stuff. It just, I don't know, I didn't like the way it looked, and it actually didn't even come all the way up. You know, there was still about an inch gap when you crank this all the way up. The other thing though, again, looking for recommendations, I don't have a whole lot of tongue weight. Like actually right now I have 0 tongue weight. So if you can see here, there's not a whole lot of weight in the front of this boat. So if you guys have any thoughts, ideas, or whatever to get me a little bit of tongue weight, I was thinking about taking, I don't know, some solid square bar that's decent size, and like U-bolting it to the front, because the tongue bounces up and down a lot, and I don't like that. Ugh, freaking bugs out here. So I don't like that too much. It's just just a goofy thing that's going on. I feel like I'm gonna bust the tongue off or something. I don't know, it's just freaking me out. But anyways, the other thing that I am not sure what I'm gonna do about, I did order some like rod storage things. They're I think they're the Atwoods. They're super cool. You can put like 5 or 6 rods in them, but I just don't have any space on the side. Like I wanted to mount them to the side, but they're too long and they sit like below the seat level, especially in the back. So let me know what you guys did with that kind of setup. If you have something cool, you know, worst case scenario, I can mount them to the seats, or to the benches, I should say. I like having a little bit of rod storage so that not everything's in the truck. I can just, you know, put the boat in the water, unhook it, and go. So, but I'll leave a link down below of all the stuff that I purchased for this boat. It seems a little extra, but like I said, I like being comfortable. There's some freaking giant fly out here. But yeah, I just like being comfortable, right? So I'm a little extra. It's all good. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. We're gonna have hopefully some good fishing videos coming very soon. Fishing, hunting obviously is not going to be until fall, but we get some good videos here coming soon. So definitely stay tuned. And then some other fly tying videos are going to be popping up here soon, so definitely check those out. I want to do some float trips with this boat, fly fishing too, so I think that'll be a pretty good time. So, but yeah, this is my setup so far. I might switch things around just a little bit as I'm using it, just makes everything a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, it's my new boat. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna put her to good use. So, but yeah, anyways, hope you guys are having a good day. Today is Easter, so hope you all have a wonderful Easter Sunday with friends and family. And until next time, y'all take care.